Have you ever felt the chilling presence of someone who isn't really there? A night that began like any other took a terrifying turn I could never have imagined. It was a cold night as I stood near the cemetery, waiting for a taxi. The clock had just struck 10, and the air was thick with an unsettling silence. The streetlights flickered sporadically, casting eerie shadows over the tombstones. Out of the corner of my eye, I noticed a woman walking towards me. She was dressed in a flowing white dress, and her face was unnaturally pale, almost glowing in the dim light. She moved with an eerie grace, her eyes fixed on me with an intensity that made my skin crawl. I mustered the courage to speak. "Aren't you afraid of being alone this late at night?" I asked, trying to mask the tremor in my voice. She stopped a few feet away, her lips curling into a haunting smile. "Yes," she replied softly. "I was afraid when I was alive." Her voice was a mere whisper, yet it echoed in the silence. Suddenly, her smile twisted into a sinister grin, and she began to laugh, a high-pitched, maniacal sound that sent chills down my spine. The laugh was inhuman, filled with a madness that froze me in place. Panic surged through me and I turned to run. My heart pounded in my chest as I sprinted down the empty street, not daring to look back. But no matter how fast I ran, I could feel her presence behind me, her laughter growing louder, closer. I darted through alleyways and down deserted roads, but the feeling of her pursuing me never wavered. Finally, I stumbled into a small park and collapsed behind a large tree, hoping the darkness would conceal me. My mind raced, trying to make sense of what had happened. I could still hear her laughter, but it seemed distant now, as if she was searching for me. Minutes passed like hours as I crouched in the shadows, waiting for the nightmare to end. Slowly, the laughter faded, and the night grew quiet once more. The next morning, they found me lying unconscious by the cemetery gates, my clothes torn and my face etched with terror. They said I was muttering something about a woman in white, but no one believed me. No one, except for the old caretaker, who whispered one final warning. "She's always looking for someone to join her in the cemetery. You were lucky to escape. This time." Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you don't want this to happen to you.